Hey guys, it's Zen with BHL Gaming, and I am here with my second video on my world, and this is Egypt. We're going to give you a tour of all of the things that I've done here in Egypt, and I hope you enjoy what we've done here. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of really cool things, and we'll just start going, and I'll talk to you about all the stuff we've done. All right. So this first statue you see here, the black one, looks like a dog. That is Anubis. He is the god of funerals, the Egyptian funerary god. And he also guides them into the afterlife to be with Osiris. He's black wool, white wool, red and orange wool, gold block, lapis lazuli, and glowstone eyes, because he is a god. And he has a nice, cool-looking staff. Next, it took, I guess it took about, that was about 3 hours to do that statue. Next up, we have the Sphinx. And this is a more modern interpretation of, what it would look like. You see the Sphinx in pictures, and he doesn't have a face. So, of course, we have the nose and the mouth and the beard on there. So everything's kind of well-rounded. And the tail and all that stuff. So, looks really cool. That was a really fun build. And later on, we'll talk about the riddle of the Sphinx and what lies ahead. Moving on, we have Osiris. He is the god of the afterlife. He has green skin, and that is by design. That is how the god is portrayed in Egyptian mythology. So he is the ruler of the afterlife. He is the one that poses judgment. And you'll see the objects he has in his hand is the shepherd's crook and the flail. And in Egyptian mythology, the crook and the flail represent the shepherd's crook is the device which you lead your people, and the flail is the device which you rule the people. So it represents being a leader and a ruler at the same time. So a lot of white wool and gold. And then, of course, the lapis and the red. Next up, we have the Pharaoh. And this is a mortal statue, so no glowstone in the mortal statues. He has the same crook and flail going on. And all of these statues are sky height. So they go all the way from ground level to up to the sky. And you'll notice that on Osiris, his feet are actually countersunk because the very top of him was 65, so I had to countersink his feet to make it work right. I didn't want to leave anything out on him. The Pharaoh has a lot more skin exposed, and that skin is sandstone. And each one of these statues I built myself. I got these from schematics on MC Schematics, and there's little modifications here and there, but basically it's all that. And but each one of those statues is about 3 to 4 hours to build by myself. Next up, you'll see my pyramid. This is freeform, designed myself. It's sandstone and glowstone, and it is 126 by 126 by 64 high. So it goes all the way to sky limit. And it does have some glowstone accents. Not really, I didn't want to make it look like Luxor, but I wanted to have a neat visual treatment to it that would make it stand out. And Rappin' Rabbit and Nuck and Futz, they helped me build this. There was a lot to do with this, and we'll get to that later as far as the construction. It is completely hollow. So, and I'm planning on building some stuff in the interior, but right now there's nothing inside it. Next up, as we're rounding the corner, you'll see coming into view is Isis. This is one of my favorite statues. My second favorite is Anubis. He was my favorite until I built Isis. And she is very, very cool. The wingspan, right now you can only see one of the wings, but the wingspan is 105 blocks wide. And she is, again, sky limit. And I actually had to cut off part of her crown because it was 75 blocks high, and I wasn't going to countersink that low to see the crown. One of these days, maybe in creative, if they lift the sky limit up, they double it like they've done on PC, I'll be able to add her crown in place. But for now, she's going to have that top part of her crown missing. It's not too big of a deal. It's just like a giant, like a disc that's, sitting vertically. And you've seen that in a lot of Egyptian stuff. But there she is in all her glory. You can see the wings outstretched. Gold block, iron block, green wool, red wool, lapis, black wool, white wool, and sandstone. Another interesting note about Isis is that she wears a gold thong. And if you go up under and look up her dress, you'll actually see a gold thong. It's, she has fine taste in women's underthings. So, and we also have a time lapse for this video that we'll be putting up on the channel. Jayhawk and I built Isis, and we did it in about, I think it was an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes. And Mungavin recorded us doing the build on it. And there's JT getting inside me again. He's walking through me. We're actually capping this on 2 devices and seeing if my capture card's going to play nice and not give me artifacts like it did the last time. So, but again, Isis about an hour, 15 minutes. And so we can boil that down into a nice, really neat time lapse, and you'll watch us build it block by block. And we'll have that up here pretty soon as well. Coming back, you're going to get a little bit closer of a look at the pyramid as we're coming back around. And I really like the design. It looks neat. The glowstone, especially when this thing is lit up at night, the glowstone really shines and gives off a really good look. And it stands out, and it's large enough. Even if I had the sky limit higher, I don't know if I'd make it bigger. JT was talking about maybe doing like a Pyramids of Giza thing where I'd have an even bigger one in the background. And if they do the sky limit, I might do a bigger one. I'm not sure. I like the scale of this one in contrast with all of the other statues. So I think it's pretty cool. And you can see the Sphinx's tail there. And the last statue coming up, this is our queen. She again is also a mortal statue, so no glowstone in the eyes. All the god and goddess statues, the deities, they have glowstone for eyes, but the pharaoh and the queen do not have glowstone for eyes. They just have like sand, I believe is what is used for their eyes. But the queen has her crown and everything. She also has a pretty nice rack. And here's Anubis again from the front. You can see holding his staff. And again, that's my second favorite statue after Isis, which I think is cool. We're going to come down now. We were elevated a little bit to go around that little track. And all right, guys. Again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the videos. This has been part 2 of the series of My World in Egypt. Stay tuned to our channel for some more videos. And also look for some bonus footage about Egypt, and maybe we'll show you what lies with the riddle of the Sphinx, and we'll have more videos covering other areas of my world coming up very soon. If you're not a subscriber to our channel, please subscribe, and if you're not a member of BHL, go to our website, bhlgaming.com/forums, and sign up. We have a lot of competitions going on for the month of September with our month of Minecraft. Details on the website. Thanks a lot.